Yo, what's up, guys? It's that time again. Another week of the League of Dreams. This is the final week of the first season, the inaugural season. We are in first place regardless of if we win or lose this final round, but that said, Gauntlet is the only person we've lost to, so we gotta win just for our mental, you know what I'm saying? We can't let him beat us twice and be the only person to beat us, right? Alright, so we're looking at his list right now. It's similar to the one he beat us with before in the very first week of the League of Dreams. Gotta watch out for his Into Wars and his Gleamweavers. What else is also an issue? Mainly that. I also have to keep in mind that the coconut needs to have an empowered guiding light before I play it, so that he can't kill it with blade. Because if he kills it with blade and then gleams, I lose the match. I need to work around that, and I also need to work around Into War, maybe buy Ukos in his board so we can't get both effects to it. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Alright. We are ready. Let's get this rolling. We're running with the same list we ran the last couple weeks, with Lips Are Sealed and the Aegis in. Good luck, have fun, let's go! So I'm guessing he definitely has the gleams from his sideboard. Probably Ico as well. We need to pimp our board out, don't we, chat? I mean, we don't need to, but if we could, we should, right? Alright, guys, let's get this. Just chilling. I could have played Vow there to draw, but it seems like an overplay. He's not forcing us right now. Diligent Architect, nice. Wondering where Diligent Architect came from though, because I'm looking at his list and his sideboard, and he doesn't have Diligent Architect on either. That's odd. I just asked him in chat because I'm looking at his list now in the sideboard, and he doesn't have Diligent Architect on his list or his sideboard. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm gonna go look at the League of Dreams. No, he's right above me. He made no changes. 4 changes to his deck list. I clicked it. It's this link. There's no bizarre. I'm gonna see what he says, but yeah, I wasn't expecting a Diligent. Not that it's a huge issue right now, but definitely wasn't expecting a Diligent Architect. He's saying look at the very start of the season, but he said he didn't change his list. He said he made 4 changes to his list when the new season started, so why is he using his old list? So interesting. So Gauntlet submitted a new deck list when we were allowed to submit revised deck lists at the split of the season, but now he's still using the old deck list from before, even though we submitted a new one, which it doesn't. I mean, it is what it is, but okay. Mm. So I guess the TLDR is he wanted to change cards in his deck list and not his sideboard, but couldn't. So he just left the sideboard as is and didn't just kept his old list. But I was looking at the link that he sent in as a revised list, not knowing that, building mine around it. So I might lose this first one as a result. But now we have his actual deck list that we can look it up, which is substantially different. I guess not substantially, it's 4 cards different. Or I guess 4 cards is pretty substantial in a 30 card list. Polly's huge. The only way he can kill Polly with his list, based on what I see, is into war, but he has to first damage Polly, or in theory, if his whole board was clear and he popped ward on Polly, he could kill it with the other D blade. What's in his sideboard? Yeah, he has to hurt Polly here. That's why he's doing that. I think he's hoping that I won't heal Polly, but I'm going to heal Polly. I can't let Polly have damage, basically, because then Into War will work on it. Otherwise, he can't damage it with Into War, so he has to damage it with a creature first. Polly's basically is my one win con against him. Like, Eris kind of works if he doesn't have a clear, but even like Avatar he can kill with Into War. Polly's the only one that really gives him a lot of issues. Look at his list again. Sideboard is still 2 Gleams, Audi, Ico, Demon Prince. That's not good. Here's another Woodcutter Imp I die. Oh, I'm dead anyway. He has the rune and the sanctum. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's my bad. Or he just has Air's Runeblade. Oh, he has 2 of those in his deck list. Yeah, that'll win it too. So I guess I shouldn't have played Lips Are Sealed, but then he would have just killed the coconut, or he would have just killed Polly. I guess that would have forced him to use Into War on Polly. I guess that was the play, just force him to use Into War on Polly there. I have to, gotta beat him 2 times now. Two Lysander's Mercies? We got this. Time to win twice. Oof. I could have pipped out and healed there, but I might need to pip next turn to play Lysander. This is not looking good. Needed a Fated Arrival earlier, or like a Dowsing. Unless I get like a top draw heal, I lose here. I need Prayer of the Desperate. Or a frontline. Like I need a frontline from this now. If he has like an Into War, anything to kill this, I'm dead. That would be an Into War. Pretty much it, actually. As far as outs to kill that, without having to attack it. You'd need 2 Into Wars, actually. Then I would lose for sure. Do 1 to deal damage, 1 to obliterate. Gauntlet's over here. Lex Luthor with his kryptonite in his hand, bro. We're Supermen in this scenario, chat. He's got that kryptonite though, man. What am I supposed to do against it? Looking real dicey. Soul Survivor here and I lose. Would not be surprised if he had it. Yep. Legit, the only person I lost to in 12 weeks of league play was Gauntlet. Both times. I haven't lost to any other player. Wild, bro. This is actually wild. He said I'm discording him right now. He said like he couldn't handle card draw magic, which makes sense. His list is like the reason we struggle with his list is very it's two things that make it really hard for us. His list is very aggro early and it has a strong late game, which makes it hard for us. And then on top of that, it also has obliterates, and usually decks that have obliterates are our biggest issue. So the combination of a strong early game with obliterates makes a really hard deck for us to beat. Because usually they're one or the other. Like if they have the obliterate or the transform, it's because they don't have a good early game because they're a control deck. But like this control deck of his has a really strong and late early game and obliterates. I could have held that, but I really want to play Enlightenment next turn. I don't want to get hit twice by that creature. We got to at least beat Gauntlet one time here, chat. We can't let him. We can't let him sweep us this time. We didn't let him sweep us the first time, and we sure ain't gonna let him sweep us the second time. Feels like a big overplay, but I lost to this creature last time. He attacked like 5 times with an Audi that had 0 damage, right? And then he played. I remember this from 3 months ago. And then he played a 6 mana Demon Prince on 5.5. He pipped out to 6 and played it, and I was so confused. And I had to be like, oh, he attacked me 3 or 4 times with a zero strength Audi. So like I could have reduced his board state to what, to from 5 to 3, but then he still would have been reducing the cost of something in hand every turn. He has both of them. Oh my god, that's toxic. Mmm. That sensor top draw was goated. I can play Lysanders now. That's cool, I guess. Another Lysanders. This is only good if I can pull it back. I need there to be more than 2 in the void, because if he has Gleam, she's gonna get rid of these. Yeah, Gauntlet knows, though. He's watching me. He's like, no, I know what 40 does with that. I know what 40 does with those. He's not oblivious to what I'm trying to do. Oftentimes, you know, you might see it, be like, oh, that's not that much to worry about. It's just a 2/2 with Leech. Sure, it copies itself, but it's only a 2/2, right? Oh, he's gonna have Into War, isn't he? It's Gauntlet. He's gonna have Into War. The very first match we played against him, yeah, the very first match we played against him, he had 24 cards in deck, 23, 24 cards in deck, and all I needed was for him to not have 2 Into Wars in hand, and he had 2 Into Wars in hand and won the game off of it. You just can't make that stuff up. One of those scenarios where if it happens, you just take the L. He has exact lethal damage. GG's, bro. I just called him Lex Luthor. GG's, guys. Thanks for hanging out and watching the final week of the League of Dreams. Let's bring up the chart. Show you the standings. It's hilarious. So, where do I go to the table? There we go. So this is before this last weekend. So regardless of what happened here, I was first and I would remain first overall. I was just going for my only loss. This one loss you see here, guys. I have 12 wins, 1 loss. This one loss was from Ghost. Now I have 2 losses, both from Ghost. GG's, guys. Thanks for the fun games in the League of Dreams. Everyone, it's been real. Really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be playing the next season. If you don't know, now you know. Till next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Peace. Love you guys. Later.